Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Vulcan Report with yours truly, the Aapl Capitalist. Today is Wednesday, November the 28th, 2018. All right, jumping right into the thick of things, we're going to be discussing stocks in the news. There's been a lot of economic news that's been coming out over the past couple of weeks. A lot for the markets to digest. Then you throw in there Thanksgiving. So you got holidays. There's just so much going on in the world. And people want to know what is truly going on in the world. There's so much information to digest. So with that being said, I'm going to be starting a new podcast where I'm going to be dealing with certain issues, especially the ones that affect the markets. We're going to look at different stocks. We're just going to be digesting a lot of things, talking about a lot of topics, and just me thinking out loud. All right. All right. So without further ado, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let's roll on. All right. First up, we got Halliburton. Halliburton's been in the news. It's obvious, with all the war drums beating around the globe, instability happening all over, especially in the Western countries where socialism is, sticking up its ugly head and showing people what the end game looks like with socialism. There's a lot of civil unrest, and there's just a lot of turmoil going on right now in the world. But with that being said, it's not looking good for Halliburton. With no new wars to speak of, stock's been plummeting. Trading below the Kumo cloud here. Negative momentum is locked in. And although the market did bounce, nice little rally off the low here, we got a crash alert, ladies and gentlemen, for tomorrow's trading. As you know, rally and crash alerts tend to lead the market sometimes 3 to 5 days out. But 99% of the time, they pretty much manifest right away. So with that being said, we're looking at the possibility of this previous low here on November the 23rd being taken out, which means Halliburton is threatening to drop below $30 a share. I know people don't like to hear that. If you switch over here to the weekly chart, there's a little bit, hope here, some green shoots, because we had coming in to this week, this bar doesn't count because it's not completed yet, but as you see, the negative momentum was locked in also on the weekly chart. Now, depending on what happens by week's end, we could pop, right now, all things being equal, we're getting a buy signal for next week. So we'll see what happens. But so far, this bar really doesn't count because it's not completed yet. It's only Wednesday. We still have 2 more days left of trading. But like I said, coming into this week, you can see the market has been on a downward trajectory. And like I said, threatening to drop below 30. All right, that's your psychological barrier right now. And momentum is still pointing down. So, Halliburton, unfortunately, the bears are still in control of this market. Look, past couple of weeks here, just every day, just a down day. This is the only day you had an up day, and then all the rest of them have been bearish momentum. Every single last one of them. All right, let's move on. Let's look at the next thing. All right, we're going to look at the hack attack, which is back. Look at the bar here. Look at the rally. Okay? That means something is on the horizon. And it's not good because as you see here, we were on high alert back here. Then we were on, low alert at this point. But now the market is steaming up again. And we have an upside breakout. And this is the beginning of a bullish run. First resistance is going to be right here below the Kumo cloud, all right? and that's around $37.10, give or take a few pennies. I think that's where the market's really going to be tested with resistance. And if there's something really on the horizon, we're going to break through this Kumo cloud and head back up north of 38. So as of right now, this hack is in play for tomorrow's trading. All right, moving right along. Next victim. GM. GM has been all up in the news. They're going to be laying off thousands of employees, closing up plants. And it appears that the market likes that. You know, unfortunately, Wall Street likes it when companies announce mass layoffs. They love it. So you can see here the stock has been under bullish influence even during periods of negative momentum. Those opportunities were used to build more bullish positions. See little green bulls? All right, so every dip was bought, every pullback was bought, and then eventually the market explodes higher. All right, and now you're kind of leveling out here, but we need to see what's going to happen, because right now the bulls are still in control of this market. You're north the Kumo cloud. Your trend lines are north the Kumo cloud, and price is north the Kumo cloud. Had a rally alert coming. I'm sorry, I had a crash alert coming into today. Market did head lower, but then recovered into the close. All right, so we did take out prior day's low, but only to reverse. And so we'll see if this intraday price action is going to continue on the top side, or are we going to really manifest and head lower? All right. Trendline support for the recent breakout is at $34.68, which is right here, right above the Kumo cloud. Now, if we switch over to the weekly chart on this one, all right, longer term, the market's still in a bear market on the weekly chart. And you can see the market is really broken out since the news has been coming out about, you know, the company laying off people and closing plants. And you're right here around that $40 resistance zone. So we'll see if the market's going to run. All things being equal, it is possible that the market is ready to run. And I say that because this is the beginning to this bar is the first bar in the new bull market. We're in a bull market now according to the momentum readings. What that means is that there's so much buying going on and pent up energy that it's changed the overall trend in the market, even though the chart picture reflection has not changed. All right, so the algorithms are picking up a major momentum shift, which is showing it's so strong that it's leading to a trend change. All right, so right now we have the beginning bar here of this is the beginning of the first bar in a new bull market run. All right, we were in a bear market, as you can see here, in the summer, and then leading until now, and now the market has shifted. All right, so we're going to see how this goes, but $40 is going to prove to be a really strong resistance level for this market. As you can see here, this is where we are so far, and you know the week's not over with yet. So switching back to the daily again, here you go. All right, so let's see what happens with the GM. All right, Apple Computer has been in the news. Its stock has been getting punished. Excuse me. But I have good news. It appears that the end may be near. Looking at the chart, you had the bears in control of its market for quite some time here. And then today something happened. The momentum fell off. All right. Price is breaking out. we had back-to-back rally alerts, all right, coming into today. Back-to-back rally alerts. Remember what I said, sometimes the alerts can lead the market 3 to 5 days out. Boom, here it is. The rally began today. All right, still has some work to do to get back up here to the trend line resistance, which is at $201.84. And right now we're at 180. So the market's going to really try to change the complexion here, and that could, we could see. We'll see what happens. But we do have some resistance points, along the way here. All right, I don't know if the bears are going to come in and push the price back down again or not. It's tough to say that it's going to get back up here to this trend line. We can relock in tomorrow. We just don't know. But the rally alerts you can't ignore. You have to pay attention to those rally alerts and trade accordingly. Switching over here to the weekly chart. All right. Okay. Oh boy. I don't know why the weekly chart is giving me such a headache here. Alright, so on the weekly chart here, you can see the market is still pretty much bullish. You can see how over time on the weekly chart, the market's just been pretty much straight up, just like the NASDAQ. But you can see what's been happening too. You got the crash, back-to-back crash alerts, all right, on your weekly chart coming into this week. And look how the market has manifested. It's been obeying the crash alerts just like it should. That's what the alerts are there for. All right? You ignore the crash alerts at your own peril. Just like you ignore the rally alerts at your own peril. All right? As you can see, here are all the past alerts. All right? You can see the last several crash alerts really didn't manifest. But those rally alerts always manifested when the market was in its trend. Then finally, we got back-to-back crash alerts, and look what happened. So you can't ignore the alerts. They're there for a reason, to let you know what's going on in the market. All right, so right now, this one's looking really bad. It looks like, I'm sorry, this is the monthly chart too, not the weekly chart. I think the market, needs to do something here. All right, here's the weekly. You can make an argument that will right at support here at the bottom of the Kumo cloud, where the market could rally. This bar we have to ignore because the week isn't over with yet. But if today was Friday, then we'll be getting a rally alert for next week. But this bar is not over with yet, so we'll see. Coming into this week, we had a crash alert. All right, a fresh crash alert. So we'll see what happens. Market really hasn't manifested. You figure 172.10 was last week's support, and we did take that out and go to 170.26 before reversing. All right, so this is an interesting one to see. Are the bulls going to defend this support zone here, or are the bears going to be able to push the market back down again on the weekly chart? Taking a look at the daily chart again, pull that up, and so far, it's sticking its head up. We'll see if it gets hit. Every time the market stuck its head up in the past, you see the bears always come in, like it did here and like it did here, and it beats it down again. So with that being said, we got some things to look at. If there's a market you want me to take a look at, just let me know. Leave a message, a comment in the comment section, and I'll get those into the next video. All right, pulsewavetrading.com. Take advantage of the rally and crash alerts. Have them delivered to you in your inbox well in advance of the move at pulsewavetrading.com. And remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. Peace.